if it's not true, then how did he know? We're almost there, and then I'll tell you the story. It's worth the hike, isn't it? So when I was a little boy, there was a medicine man that would come and stay with us a couple times a year. I'm not going to say his whole name, but his first name was Jerome. And Jerome was Cree Assiniboine from the Canadian border, like that, up there. And when he was a little boy, very small boy, he was born in the 20s. And he got real sick as a little boy. And back then, on the reservation out in the middle of nowhere, there wasn't ambulances. He couldn't even go to a doctor. So his family just doctored him as best they could, but he was real sick. And at one point, he just went out. And it sounds like he maybe went into a coma, because he was out for more than 24 hours. And when he woke up, he was getting better already, and he got rapidly better until he was better than he had been before. He'd been kind of a sickly child, but after that, he was better than ever before. Healthier, stronger, faster. And he kept on talking about this experience that he had. And he was drawing a kind of a symbol in the dirt with a stick. And he told the story that these people that looked different came from the sky. And they picked him up. And they took him up into the sky and out beyond the sky. And then they showed him the world. And they told him that all the people and all the animals and all the living beings on that planet were his relatives. And that there was a lot of sickness and a lot of sadness and a lot of hatred and war and sorrow. And that he, in his life, would be given ways to help heal the sick, and to help bring people together, and to help heal that world. I was a little boy when he was telling me this story. I was 8 or 9 years old, about the same age that he was when he went into that coma. And he would draw this symbol in the dirt with a stick. And, he'd start with a circle, and, his elders were like, yeah, we know what that is. He's probably going to draw 2 lines and make like a medicine wheel. But that's not what he would draw. He would draw these kind of squiggly lines inside that circle. And it didn't really make sense to them until he got crayons. And when he got crayons, he drew on a piece of paper this circle, these squiggly lines, and then it was blue and green and brown that he colored into this circle. And he kept on saying, that's here, that's home, that's home. That's where we live, that's home. And his people thought, that doesn't look like a map, it doesn't look like a symbol that we're familiar with. That we don't know what the guy's talking about, but it means a lot to him, So he was born in the 1920s. This must have been, let's say, early 1930s that he was drawing this picture. it wasn't until many decades later that our human technology got to the point that we could send somebody or something or a camera into outer space. And when that finally happened, and a photograph of Earth was taken from outer space, that's when everybody knew. That's when everybody knew that that little boy had been drawing a picture of the Earth from outer space long before any human beings had flown on a rocket ship into outer space. That story obviously has stuck with me my whole life. I've been amazed by that story for decades. It's an amazing story. And I'm sure that there's those that would say it's not true. But